books. Highly recommend buying any actor books. You can buy almost anything for actors. You can buy The Four Agreements, or The Complete Works by William Shakespeare, or the lexicons, which are encyclopedias for each Shakespeare word written in Shakespearean text, and it's translated for you. It's split up into 2 books. I believe it's A through H, and then whatever's after H through Z. Yeah.
I believe I is after
Is it
H.
I? Is it?
Yeah. H-I-J.
H-I. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's such a...
I'm going to suggest for Brandon, we're going to just keep it simple. The book I'm going to buy you, it's called The English Alphabet. It's just 26 pages.
Oh, wow.
Just
Really?
quick 26 pages from A to Z. It's called The Alphabet from A to Z. Yes. The Actors Alphabet from A to Z. Are you attempting to tackle large monologues and Shakespearean text? Why not start with the alphabet from A to Z?
Mm-hmm.
What comes
Everyone
after
needs
H?
a refresher, even me.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it is hard to remember without singing the whole song, right? If you're like, oh, what is after that?
It's a song. It's this progression.
Yeah, those are great books. So you mentioned Four Agreements. What were the other ones again?
The Complete Works by William Shakespeare. Lexicons, which are encyclopedias for Shakespearean texts. And like really any collection of plays. We got Ibsen, you got Shaw, you got Stoppard, you got Mamet. Any collection of plays for any actor, they will love you forever.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the everlasting search for any actor is to find top writing and top text. You don't become a great actor by reading shitty words. So it's like start with Shakespeare and find all the other classic writers. And there's tons of contemporary writers too. But one of our coaches, Tom Todoroff, always says a career happens when a specific actor meets a specific role. And we've seen that over history. Like, you see many people where it seems like they've just blown up, but they've spent 10, 20, 30 years, but then the stars align and it's just the right actor, the right role at the right time. And this becomes an iconic role in TV or film. They win awards for it and they blow up. And then all of a sudden they're a household name just because it was really the right writer and the right words and the right character matched with the right actor. I've got a couple here. First, we have, this is To the Actor by Michael Chekhov, not to be confused with Anton Chekhov, but they might have been related. And I think at some point they've both worked with Stanislavski in Russia. But Michael Chekhov is there's in this book, there's a ton of exercises that you can do. It's a lot of movement based and sensory. It's really how to use all 5 of your senses, and it's great not only for actors but just for humans to kind of unlock all of your senses and your movements and your emotion and just the shape of acting and the movement of actors. So that one's a brilliant one. And if I would say, if there's only one book, like if you're thinking I'm an actor, I can only afford one book, or I'm in a library and I can steal one book, what is that? Don't steal it, rent it. But if you had to, I believe the one book that would help all actors the most is this one. For 2 reasons. I think it's everything. I think everything is in here for any scene or monologue. This is by Michael Shirtliff, who is a famed Broadway and Hollywood casting director. And he talks about the guideposts, which are also, it's sort of the foundation of Tom Todoroff's technique as well, where Tom expanded on these 12 guideposts. But a way to think of them is they're 12 dials that if you look at every bit of text, every scene, every play, every speech, every musical performance, every monologue, these are the 12 dials that you can dial up in a performance to make it a better performance, to make it better storytelling, to appeal to an audience and make an audience laugh, cry, learn, think, all of the things that you want an audience to do. And the other reason for it is those are all the things. As an actor, how do you get jobs? You get jobs by auditioning until you're to the point where you're batting away offers because you're an A-lister or people aren't meeting your $5 million quote. Until that point, you got to audition. So you got to fight for those roles. And this, again, tells you everything that you need to know in an audition to get the part. So I think it's brilliant. It's my favorite book on acting. I kind of always keep it around here. And I try to read a chapter every once in a while and just review a guidepost. And if you're wondering what those guideposts are, should we give them a little rundown?
Oh, yeah.
We'll go back and forth. You start with number 1.
Relationship.
Number 2, conflict. What are you fighting for? How are you meddling?
Number 3, the moment before.
Number 4, humor.
Number 5, opposites.
Number 6, discoveries. What was that?
Number 7, communication competition.
Importance. Just dial up the importance. So many times scenes, it's just like, make it matter more, care more about it.
Number 9, find the event, which I have discovered is the glue that holds almost all of these guideposts together. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And what are events? Events are when something happens in a
Changes.
scene where things are changed forever. Either your characters change or the situations change.
Well, it can be any change in the scene. Like, and no change is too small. That makes it important, right? Brilliant.
Right. But then if you make everything important, then nothing is important too, which is an opposite as well. Number 10 is place. So how do you figure out in an audition to tell the story that tells where you are a little bit? If you're outside, that might mean throwing your voice a little further or throwing your voice down a hallway. Or if it's very intimate and it's secretive and you're having dialogue that other people aren't going to hear, that might be a couple glances around to see if anyone's listening. And then I lean in, just bringing in place. And that also can mean period as well. If it's an old timey thing, learning the specifics to place. Number 11.
11, game playing, role playing.
Game playing and role playing. Yeah,
Whenever
one of the easiest.
Any character is talking as another character in a scene, make up a voice for that character and just have fun with the scenes. Like, they can add so many dimensions, add so much humor to it. Highly, highly recommend it.
Yeah, that's one of the simplest things, and it's one of the hallmarks of good storytellers, and where it happens the most. If you look at stand-up comedians will never tell a story and say words in someone else's voice, not in another voice.
Yeah.
And some people will argue, well, I don't always do that. Well, maybe you're not as good a storyteller as you could be. So game playing and role playing. Number 12 is mystery and secret.
Yeah.
Mystery and secret. So where can you find a little mystery? Where can you find some secret? Sort of that little X factor, the little secret sauce. And beyond those, for those of you interested in studying with Tom Todoroff, the 3 guideposts that he developed with Michael and after Michael's death was number 13.
Mischief. Where is the danger in your work? Where can you fall flat on your face and as the character, and where would that be, and how would it affect you as the character?
Yeah, think about all your favorite actors, how much mischief there is in it. Jack Nicholson is one that's often given as an example. He's just full of mischief. Number 14 is vulnerability. Am I concealing or am I revealing? In life, we're always either concealing or revealing. And also that plays into opposites as well. If you're a really strong character, where can you find spots to be a little more vulnerable? Vulnerability. It's a good one in life too.
Number 15, architecture. Where can you start that is opposite of the way you finish, so that you as the actor have the best and longest journey possible in the scene that you're given? One of my favorite guideposts.
So check out The Audition by Michael Shirtliff. And those of you who want to expand on that, Tom Todoroff, I'm a member of the conservatory. Brandon's a member of the weekly Zoom, the Saturday workshop. And it's brilliant. And they work largely off of this book. So actor book, get it. I consider it the Bible / Quran of acting, in my opinion. And we want to give another shout out here to a friend of the podcast, actor, producer, and now writer, Taz Garcia. You can check out his first book here is How to Make It From No to Whoa Budget. And his latest book you can find also on Amazon is From Zero to Hero, where he talks a lot about getting into the stunt world in TV and film. So shout out to the books. Knowledge is power if you then execute on that knowledge, but you got to start with the knowledge. So buy an actor a book, buy yourself a book, get some new information. And the cool thing about any book is you read and you find one little nugget that you actually then apply. It can be life-changing. It can book you a gig where you spent $10 on a book, but then you implemented something in an audition that earned you $10,000 or $100,000 or more. So it's huge, huge, huge. Top 3, what's number 2 gifts?
Number 2, classes. Buy actors classes. We love to take them. We can't always afford all of it. So if you can help us out in any way possible, we would very much appreciate that.
Are you just now asking listeners to buy you classes? Is that what this has happened? I see what's going on here.
Where are you, Christmas?
I see.
I need my classes.
Mr. and Mrs. Knox, buy Brandon some classes. Yeah, classes are great. Obviously, as an actor, you want to be on set and on stage as often as possible. But when you're not, you should be spending a good chunk of your time learning and growing and applying. And if you're not on stage and you're not on set and you're not in class and you're not reading and learning, reading scripts or reciting words, then at some point you got to ask yourself, are you an actor? Because the key to actor is actions. And if you're not taking any of the actions that make you an actor, are you an actor? If kind of the tree falls in the forest kind of thing. Bottom line being, continue to work on your craft and to hone your craft. It is an active, yeah, you can read books, but you can't just read books. It's like you can't learn golf by reading a book on golf and then never hitting the links. It's like you got to hit a driving range and start practicing at some point. And that's
how many times? How many times do I have to hit the driving range?
Until you are better than Tiger Woods, I guess. Yeah.
Let's go.
So yeah, classes, acting classes, that can mean scene study classes, that can mean on camera classes, that can mean voiceover classes, movement classes. There's some great stunt classes and fight choreo through Rapier Wit. We had Daniel Levinson on a few weeks ago. We had Justin from
Justin Moses.
Steel. Yeah, Justin Moses from Steel and Steed. Sorry, I always say Steed and Steel. Steel and Steed. They have classes. There's mocap classes, motion capture for people who want to get into video games.
Yep. There's so voiceover classes. On the Mic with Kim Herden. I highly recommend that. There's also Second City classes, either brush up on some improv, stand up. They have a ton of classes that are so beneficial for all actors of all different types and all levels of experience.
Right. And special shout out to, again, the Todoroff Conservatory. For me, it was game changer. I had started to do the intensives when Tom was traveling pre-COVID here in Toronto, the weekend intensives, which were great, very transformative. And I would leave those weekend sessions with like 8 or 9 pages of notes where literally every bullet point was like a pearl of wisdom that was a game changer for me. And then pandemic happened and they switched to Zoom doing the weekly workshops. Which at first I really resisted because it's like, oh, well, acting is an in-person thing. You need to have your scene partner. But now the whole world is Zoom casting and self-tape casting. So it was actually a real blessing in disguise because every week we got to hone and craft our Zoom capabilities and our technology capabilities. And really, if you're at this point, this deep into this pandemic and you haven't figured out Zoom and you're uncomfortable and or nervous on Zoom, highly recommend doing those weekly intensives and you'll learn a ton of those guideposts. Tom's a brilliant director. He's also very motivating as well. And I find a lot of his teachings and coaching also applies to your life outside of acting. So very transformational. And I'm deep into conservatory with them as well. So you can go to, what's their website? Is it tomtodoroff.com?
Yeah.
Or just search Tom Todoroff.
Mhm.
And they always do the first session free. So you can join one of those classes. Every one of their Saturday workshops is 3 sessions in one, where you get a voice and speech class, a text analysis class, and then scene study with Tom, where people are doing cold reads, monologues, and scene work, sometimes even audition pieces.
Mhm.
And it's just a real deep dive. And the cool thing is it's international. So you end up meeting people from all over the world, and you can really expand your community. And all of a sudden, you're going to have friends in every major city in the world who are actors. So you want to travel to Portugal? You're going to have friends in Portugal. You want to travel to Mexico City? Now you got actor friends in Mexico City and LA and New York and everything in between. So classes. Check them out.
And our final and third gift for your actor, family, and friends. Lars, do you want to take this one away?
Yeah, we're going to do a special holiday gift certificate offer here. So everyone listening, especially our members, but even if you're a non-member, you can get member pricing. And what we're going to do is we're going to do another 5-pack special. So you can give the gift of 4 audition sessions here at our Actors Audition Club, and you get a 5th for free. That's so it's $197. They're usually $49 each. So you're getting 5 for the price of 4. And if you go to laughingvikings.com/links, you will see that there's a button there. It says holiday gift certificates. You can get that for your friends. You can get that for yourself. Because what does it come down to? What does every actor want? If you really asked every actor what they want, like if you went, I'm a magic genie, what do you want? They're going to say more roles. They want more bookings, more roles, more time on stage, more time on set. How do you get that? Through auditions. So you want to help an actor out, help them get professional auditions. We here at Actors Audition Club, we help actors rehearse and record professional auditions via Zoom or in person without tech troubles, without having to bug your family and friends, ultimately so that you can focus on your acting, you can have more fun and book more roles in TV, film, commercials, and theater. And you do that through auditions. So the number one thing that you can gift to an actor is a professional scenario where they can get a professional session director to help them submit a professional quality audition tape and book that role. Adam Daniel Mazet says he can totally swear by those. Re-upping with another holiday pack. So you heard it from ADM. Again, go to laughingvikings.com/links. And I'll tell you this, the link will expire at midnight on Christmas Day. So you have up until 11:59, December 24th, to scoop up those holiday 5-packs. You're going to get 5 audition sessions for the price of 4. And now when I say for the price of 4, that's the membership price. Normally, if you were not a member here at Laughing Vikings, the non-member price is $79 for one of those sessions. When you join Actors Audition Club, you're going to get those sessions for $49 each. But this special holiday, you get 4 plus 1 free. So you get 5 for the price of 4. So this is literally the best pricing that you could ever get. And if you're thinking, oh man, I don't know if I can afford that, think of the return on investment. What's the return on investment when you book one of these gigs? Probably minimum $500 for the day. So that's like a 10-fold return on one session. But if it's an actor gig, you're probably making closer to $1,000 to $1,500 to $2,000 for that day. And if it's a lead or a recurring, we're talking 5 figures into 6 figures. So rather than think about what the audition is going to cost you, think of what are you investing in and how are you going to get a return on that investment. And if you're going to invest in anything, it should be your craft, which is classes, and 2, your auditions, which is how you convert your craft and the knowledge you learn in classes into a role by submitting a stellar standout audition. So go to laughingvikings.com/links, get the holiday 5-pack. It's only available till December 24th at 11:59, and then it goes away. And then I will also say, for those of you who are not members, we're going to do a big membership push. We're opening the doors to our membership between now and January 1st. So if you were not a member, or if you are a former member and maybe for whatever reason you put it on pause, now is the time to get back on board as a member of Actors Audition Club, where you can get involved with us. You can connect with us via Zoom or in studio. You access our online archive of actor training videos that we've compiled over the past couple years. All kinds of goodies, all kinds of bonuses. But we're going to do that between now and January 1st. And then we're going to close the membership. I'm going to shut it down. So if you're not a member by January 1st, that's okay. You can still visit us, but you'll pay the full non-member prices, and you won't have access to all the benefits and all the perks of being a member. You won't be in the club, so to speak. So you got between now and January 1st. And we're also going to do a little referral bonuses for people who are already members. If I haven't exactly decided on it, but we're going to give a little reward, little incentive. So if you want to refer a family member or a friend to the Actors Audition Club, and give yourself the advantage by being a member of Actors Audition Club, you got between now and the end of the year. So you can kick off 2022 with a bang, with a community, with professional auditions, and you can get yourself on set and get a return on those investments by booking your dream roles in 2022.
Ho, ho, ho. That sounds like a great deal.
It is. Yes. All right. Well, there it is. So actor gifts for the season: buy them their favorite books, buy them their favorite classes, or invest in some audition sessions with the buy 5 for the price of 4 here at Actors Audition Club. And again, if you're not a member, you have between now, I'm drawing the line in the sand. This is the first time we put this on blast. Often we've had the membership just open so that people can join. We're not going to do that anymore. And here's the reason: people don't act when they don't have deadlines. So I'm going to say this: you have between now and January 1st to join Actors Audition Club, or it's going to close, and I don't know when we're going to open it again. So you can hop on board between now and the first of the new year and get involved with what I feel is a pretty darn good community here in Toronto and internationally. We have members all over the place.
I like it.